3,
Good
4,
night to be on
5.
TV Kids TV series.
Are we live?
We are live.
Well, a big hello to you. It's great to see you, and I do hope that you are well. I'm Jenny Kirk, and I have a magical mystery guest up here in Weir Yard. This you will know as Xantec. It's Mark. How are you doing? It's great to see you.
I'm
I hope
alright.
you're well.
Beefy McHip is behaving himself.
Yes,
Thank God for
yeah.
that.
You made the trip up from Stoke-on-Trent.
I did indeed.
So it's great to see you. And what's the name of your YouTube channel, just in case people are confused?
It's Xantec.
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 So Xantec, but of course, as we all know, because we're very bright people, you know, learning.
Wow.
The letter X is pronounced as a Z. Just one of those things. So there you are. And how many subscribers have you got?
498, I think it was the last.
498. I think you know what you need to do.
Yes.
So
the gods
we've
of
got
like,
David Scott,
share.
AD Pullen, Simon Trains Model Railway, Flomo Chairman 1, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, Almond Bank Model Railway.
Good
Says
evening,
you're
Paul. How
very
you doing,
quiet, Jenny. I think you might need to turn up your volume at your end.
Pop up the volume. Yeah.
Because actually, I'm just looking over there. We're into the yellows. We're okay. I think you'll find it's your volume. Actually, yeah, they've just said it helps if I turn up my volume on the TV. Train Spotter Tamworth, Harry J. Sedgwick, Mr. Powell, 1966. I love that. It's like, that's Mr. Powell to you. Vobert Becking, J.K. Hauser, DJK 666, Richard Swiderski, Mike Lane, TT120, Kingfisher, Ben Tullett, James Petts. We do approve. The most impeccably dressed Monday Clubber in the house. NER models, evening to you as well. We've got a really great turnout. So yes, so we've got Xantec on. That Xantec spelt Xantec, isn't it? Yep.
That's right.
And what sort of things can people find on your YouTube channel? Because we're all about promoting the smaller YouTube
Pretty
channels
much,
on here.
Model boats to start off with. You go back to my very first video was the Battleship Yamato 1/200 scale.
Wow.
Ah,
Then
yes,
it moved
Imperial
on
Japanese Navy.
Yes.
Aha.
All 52 inches of it.
So what scale would that be?
1/200th.
Wow.
That's, I mean, that is a big model, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
the Yamato and the Musashi were big ships,
Oh,
but that's a big model.
It's actually, I think I bought it second hand from the guy in the boat club who was with.
Oh, was it remote control?
Oh yeah.
So you could like,
Yeah.
wow. Let me know. So how manoeuvrable would something like that be?
Give me 40 acres, I'll turn the ship around.
So you need quite a large boating lake. So
Yeah. However,
apparently
it
we may
can
be
actually
stuttering
turn
a bit.
on the screw, so it can actually turn on the spot. But
Mm.
it's not as manoeuvrable as something like an Iowa class.
Yeah, I mean, like 1 to 200 scale is for a warship is pretty big. Normally they're like about 1 to 350. Darren Caudry, great to see you. David Lilly as well, also known as Claude Hamilton. Good evening to you. So we've got a great turnout. I hope you guys are all well. Do please hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you've not already done so. I actually meant to say consider sharing as well. Let people know the Monday Club, your first choice in news, views and everything to do with model railways is here and it's live. And we've actually got plenty in the news coming up. We're going to be chatting with Xantec, who has visited us here at Weir Towers. And
Weird Towers.
I don't know. It's like make this up as I go along, but it's
I can
also
tell.
it's your class. Is it 1.5? Did you
Yes,
say
158.
158? I can't tell. They're like
It's actually a
it's modern.
yeah, it's a rebody as well. It's originally in Central Train. No, sorry, tell me right.
So did you actually? So you buy new bodies from Bachman Spares or something? Was this
Yeah.
right?
I
I've
actually
done.
got the retailers actually getting me, and so I want to on the ScotRail Rossi. And I can't get one in ScotRail for you, but we've got one in Provincial. And that's okay. So I'd look on the website. Bachman have got two ScotRail bodies, body 1 and body 2.
Oh right.
Can
So
you get-
I've done that as well. Actually, I did that with the Class 24. I couldn't find the Class 24 I wanted, but Bachman Spares actually had the spare body, and I just basically got a cheap Class 24 in rail blue, but the wrong livery, and just bought a spare body, and it worked
Which is
out
also
quite well.
why, if you look carefully, the front balance isn't blue, it's like a creamy colour.
Right. And
Because that's the central train's balance.
Because that's part of the chassis rather than the body. But, I mean, with the right colour, you could very carefully touch it up.
A cracked blue, I reckon.
I'm being given the hurry up because apparently we have commitments to hit the lever. So, anyway, roll VT.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
We're proud to be sponsored by The Model Centre, your ultimate destination for great models and the home of model customization for enthusiasts around the world. Starting your first layout? Perhaps you're perfecting a lifelong build with passion. You'll find everything you need in one shop, from brand new locomotives and rolling stock at market-leading prices to an amazing selection of pre-owned model listings, uploaded live every day on the website at 5 p.m. Seeking more realism? TMC's talented workshop team offers professional weathering and realistic detailing. Explore top brands, expert advice, and a community that shares your love of the hobby, in-store or online at themodelcentre.com. So, we are back, and it's great to have your company. A huge thank you to TMC, the Model Centre, for helping us keep the lights on. And of course, coming up this weekend is the I Can't Believe It's Not Wally or Warnerly, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, anything other than the Wally show is acceptable. I get told off when I accidentally call it that. So it's the Not Wally show this weekend, the big event at the NEC. Don't forget that you can save yourself money if you buy your tickets in advance, but there is definitely limited time available to do that. Also, parking you need to pay for in advance if you wanted it at a lesser rate. It is the NEC, and it doesn't matter what show you go to at the NEC. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that every show has at the NEC is pay for parking.
There's also, you could save even more money by having a really big run-up, jumping as hard as you can, smacking right into the wall, going through, and then you don't need to pay for parking or for attendance because the ambulance will take you away.
Right, okay. I would not follow that advice.
That is not legal advice.
Yeah, it's not even sensible advice, to be honest with you. But one of the other things, actually, some people have found is if you park at, say, like one or two station stops up the line, you can actually park for a lot less and just get a quick train ride in. And plus, then you're not stuck in the wacky races of people all trying to get out at the same time. Well, yeah, like minor fringe benefits. So I've seen a few people suggest that you can do that. But what's in the news? Plenty of other things in the news. So, first of all, what are you after? Sorry. Do you want a blade?
Small blade.
Small blade. Let me just...
A tiny blade.
There we go. Yes, one of your
oh my goodness, Stevie Film, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stevie Film. That is incredibly generous of you. So, quite a few people there being gifted memberships, and do make the most of those. You can get early ad-free... No, is it early access or just ad-free access to the Friday video?
It's
I know Patreons get it
Sometimes
substantially early when it gets
Sometimes
done.
it's
Yeah.
early, but it's always ad-free.
Birmingham International Rail Station is cheaper. 10-minute walk, says Langton Road.
There you go, then.
2445. So there we go. And also, yes, James Pett's absolutely right. The big news has been a bunch of announcements from Rapido trains. And for me, actually, the standout is the C12, a Great Northern Railway Atlantic tanks. Now, I believe the real ones of these, and I'm dredging my memory, actually lasted through to about 1958. Not the most long-lasting of the Atlantic tanks. I think some of them lasted to about 1960, such as the C13 Great Central ones. But certainly long-lasting nonetheless. And it's really great to see. I must admit, I was really hoping that somebody would take on one of the Atlantic tanks. So this is sure to be a really popular model. There's a number of different liveries available. And I think that people are going to find that the Great Northern Railway grey, I'm not sure if it's a photographic grey or whether they had a wartime kind of austerity grey, and also the Great Northern Railway green versions, I think, are going to be very, very popular.
Really preserved?
No, as far as I'm aware, none of the Atlantic tanks have been preserved. Have you managed to break?
I have turned off Chrome.
Okay, so we'll see whether that works.
I have
And
a feeling that it will alter the effect somewhat on the load on the CPU.
How
We're
do
now
we
on
know
live
if you're
chat.
doing it live?
so how do I read the chat?
Well, I'm going to get you a system to read the chat. It has done nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing, because it wasn't Chrome causing the problem. We believe, as we talked before, that it was Windows Update. Anywho, right.
I thought it might be Chrome, because Chrome eats memory.
Yeah. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, the C12 is probably the big announcement, and I'm actually quite surprised that more isn't being talked about with it, because I think that this is like one of the most intriguing releases so far. So a whole slew of different liveries. It'll be interesting to see whether their onboard stay alive that just works with any decoder, like we saw in the 01 locomotive, makes an appearance in that, because that actually is probably going to get Innovation of the Year. It's simple, it's effective, but really I'm amazed that they're the only people so far that seem to have done it. Right, I'm just going to give some more beans to, I've got, there we go. My Class 25 Tamworth Castle 25912 was crawling around. Now, they've also announced some new liveries on one of the brake vans. I can't remember which brake van it is, whether it was it the London and North Western Railway one? But a fictitious police livery. So imagine what Doctor Who's TARDIS would look like if it was partially disguised as a brake van, but also a police box. I quite like it, actually.
I thought it was fun, yeah.
I think it's going to prove...
So you've got the rozzers on your layout then?
Well, it's kind of the Doctor. I think it's the Doctor orientated. I know Jason Schron at Rapido Canada is a massive Whovian. He is a total Doctor Who fan. So I suspect that if he has not had an input in that, he is still clapping with glee at that. Well played, Andrew Hardy. Well played. Definitely one I'm really interested in. I think they're going to be very, very popular. Certainly at the NEC, I can't believe it's not Worley's show. Rapido will be there with samples, and I've just seen a post from them saying that I think it's the U-boats, the U-class, they're going to be samples of those there. I'm really looking forward to that. And also what I will say is last year, they had some unannounced models running as samples on their layout, and they were quite intrigued by the fact that nobody actually spotted them. A lot of people did videos, they were visible in the videos, but nobody actually went, oh, look at what we've got here. So I'm going to be watching some of their samples on display like a hawk to see what, if anything, there's going to be going on. Now, Live Steam Nick asks, what is Xantec up to? So what are you actually doing there,
building a TTH Pico tank wagon.
So this is an N gauge, may I? Right. So these are they're sort of like assemble your own kit sort of thing. Are these exactly the same as the ones that you buy ready made?
Yeah,
but
just without the decals and badging and stuff.
So what do you do in terms of decals? Do you paint them yourself?
Paint myself.
Right. Can you not buy them with decals to apply, or
Yeah, just that's how they come. What you see is what you
see is what you get. So, how much do you save buying your wagons like this?
That was about half price compared to a normal.
About half price. Oh wow!
Yeah, so you can buy 2 for the price of 1, and then you get the joy of actually building your own stuff.
Yeah. So I've pressed hit a lever.
Where's that gone?
Oh, have you?
It's there.
This carpet eats things.
Oh, yes.
So apparently Acura Scale has made an announcement of an announcement. I'll be honest with you, we don't.
Have they announced that they're going to announce something?
That seems to be becoming a thing at the moment.
I don't like it.
They made an announcement. What I did see on somebody's Acura Scale social media.
Ooh.
He's standing in front of a Class 91.
When you say somebody from, are we talking New Junction by any chance?
Maybe.
Yes.
New Junction has a history of trolling Jen by standing in front of various locomotives and then sending her pictures.
Yes.
See if she'll say things.
He does. Yes. Yes.
I might be completely barking up the wrong bloody tree.
Well, this is the thing. You never quite know for certain. Now,
They like to keep you on your toes, don't they?
They do.
You do need a new a good Class 91.
Yeah. Andrew Moy Jones says, Jennifer, how is your O gauge getting on? It's out in the garden, covered in leaves. To be honest with you,
It's not getting on much.
So apparently the voices are out of sync.
Look, guys,
so,
we know.
Yeah,
we know.
there is nothing we can do. So unfortunately, telling us doesn't really change anything for us.
Yeah, we're aware of the fact that. Can we see some signal leaves and move some, please? No.
Unfortunately not, because they'll change the points somewhere and then stuff will crash.
There's 5 different lines running. If we move the signals and move the levers, then it will mess everything up.
There's actually 7 things running.
7
so we've got
things
5 things running continuously plus 2 on the ABC shuttle. Sarah Hall says New Junction definitely mentioned a Class 91 in his last one. That could mean anything. There's one thing I've learned is that manufacturers have become very good at yanking chains. So you're never quite certain. And this is something as well. I've seen Rapido do this a lot. They yank your chain a little bit and make you think one thing when actually it's going to be another.
You throw a curveball.
Yeah, or they troll you a little bit with some info and you think, no, they are throwing us a curveball, and actually turns out to be the thing they were trolling you with.
Acura are doing the Google thing. Remember when they announced Gmail on the 1st of April?
Did they do that on purpose?
Yes.
Oh.
The year before, they actually announced that they were going to start sending the internet through the sewage system by attaching data to small boats.
Oh, yeah. Simon Trains Model Rail. Yeah, Simon Trains Model Railway says, don't have New Junction in a poker game. To be honest, can I just say with you, don't have anybody from a manufacturer in a poker game, because they have amazing poker faces. They sit there and go, Class 91, you think? If you want to think that.
Yes.
The pace of a bouncy suspension will be better. That was
So,
also probably quite prototypical.
Yeah, I don't know if New Junction's in and watching. He's probably snickering away underneath his baseboards.
He's thinking about which locomotive he can stand next to next week and then send it to you to see if you get excited on it.
No. Yes. Oh, that does remind. RG Models 86. Yes. It was shocking to hear that Picorama are closing for their 20... And they've typed 29-26, but I think it meant 2026 season. So, yeah, Pico, the parent company, have announced that, unfortunately, Picorama has been losing money. Now, I'm not quite clear if it's been doing this for quite some time. I suspect it's been a few years. I know that things like COVID have messed up so many attractions. Yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is fallout from the little C thing that we had going on. And they've said that they've not closed the door forever. What they've said is that they are open to the idea that it could reopen in the future, but the 2026 season, it's not going to happen. And this is quite sad, really. In some respects, maybe it shows a change of how people actually visit events. You know, I know a lot of venues struggling. We were actually at the Swansea Maritime Museum over the weekend, and on the Saturday, you would have thought Saturday, the weather was actually quite nice. It had been absolutely horrendous on the Friday, but the Saturday was quite nice. And unfortunately, it wasn't very busy, it must be said. Ian White, 7460, says, Jenny, please help. I've wired up a point motor yesterday. Worked fine. Today won't work. Any ideas? I would say look for a loose connection. Sometimes you can end up with things like dry solder joints. Flick the point by hand. Like I'm presuming it's a solenoid. Just actually push it backwards and forwards a few times. Make sure it's not actually stuck. Now, when you're flicking the lever, is it actually making any noise? If it's not making any noise, that suggests to me some kind of electrical issue. Check your wiring. Just see how it's doing.
Happened to me on my.
What did you do?
The little, you got the little rod that comes up to the tracks and goes into the mechanism.
Yeah,
it dropped out.
I've had that as well.
So of course you flick the switch,
and it's going tick tick.
But the point's not moving.
But the point's not moving. I have had that as well. Leslie Gilpin Rose says Swansea Industrial and Maritime Museum went downhill when they put exhibits on a vertical conveyor, so you can't examine things. It was even worse when we were there. The vertical conveyors, I think it was 2 or 3 of them, were not going round, so you couldn't even see the stuff at the top.
Well, I was in Liverpool a while back, this year, and I went to the Mersey Tunnel tour.
The Mersey Tunnel tour? So is there like a museum thing?
They take you underneath the Mersey Tunnel.
Wow.
So presumably they take you through. There's like there'd be maintenance tunnels or something. I presume.
You actually go into all the areas that you don't normally get to.
Oh, all right.
You actually get to stand by where the extractor fans are and see them working.
I can imagine. I mean, one of the places I know that the Severn Tunnel under the Severn Estuary. There's a lot of areas in that tunnel, actually, which you wouldn't necessarily realise were there. I believe there's a workshop down there somewhere, so that they don't have to keep walking all the way out when they're doing work. There's an area that they can, do bits and bobs. And there's also additional deeper tunnels to do with the drainage system. Leslie Gilpin Rose says it's been like that for maybe 10 years. Now, I haven't been there since the 1980s.
You haven't been there since they invented colour.
Last time I went to the Maritime Museum, you could ride on a steam train there, and now pretty much all the tracks have gone.
How much is the admission for that place, by the way?
How much what, sorry?
How much is the kick in?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh.
They just let you in.
They just let you in.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Which I noticed a few of the local kids really seem to appreciate, somewhere to just go and hang out.
That's interesting. The lower deck was the tram tunnel, says Malco Blues. I'm presuming that's the Birkenhead tunnel. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, I presume that's one of the tunnels you got into.
Yes, that's underneath the road deck of the old Queensway tunnel. Is where they were going to put a tram. But the railway company in the area, who've got their own tunnel, said, "Oh, we can't have that. That'll take business away from us."
So why haven't they put it as like a double-deck road traffic and actually had extra road traffic
because inside that area, it's also what they use now for fire refuge after Mont Blanc.
Right. David Scott says there's a small 4-foot-high tunnel that follows the Great Stream out to the trackside. Yeah, I mean, there's somewhere there's a British transport film of building the. It's all about the building of the Severn Tunnel. It's really interesting if you get a copy of it. I have a feeling that actually, they're available on the Tube of Views. Flint Hills Mullerow says, "Hi all, hope you're all well. Sorry I won't be at the NEC this year." Gandalf, stop it.
Yes, boy.
And also, there's probably some latecomers trying to sneak in. So there we go.
A Monday Clover is never late, Toto Wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Scamperton Model Railway asks a question. Says, "Hi Jenny, do you think there'll be something different or a surprise at the NEC show this year?" Well, actually, they are trying a few new things. They've got family kind of activity things. So there's actually like a marble thing that they've got where you can try and drop the marble through it to land in, I think it's like an open wagon as it's passing underneath. So actually, and there was some people, there's always people who poo-poo stuff like that.
Bagatelle.
Well, there's always people who poo-poo these kind of things, and what I always say is,
I approve of that idea.
yeah, I always say there's a lot of families go, and these are the sort of things that the smaller kids really do find
They'll
great.
engage with it, they'll remember it, and they'll enjoy it.
Absolutely. So,
And they get really annoyed because the dad will go there and spend more time doing it than the kids.
Yeah.
well,
Daddy,
there is
I
that. Yeah,
wanna
Dad
go.
will go. It's all right, little Jimmy. Daddy will show you how it works.
You know what? The Early Learning Centre in Milburn, in Durham.
Yeah, that wooden train set. You couldn't get
Yeah.
near it for the dads.
There was a wooden train set in the window, and during the day, a few kids would play with it. But come about 10 past 5, maybe 5:30, it would be completely surrounded by dads.
Yeah, and I think it's great. And to all the people who go, what a waste of time. It's like it's not intended for you. It's it's like the people that poo-poo these
It's like my
cheap
dad,
starter sets from Hornby. It's like they're not for you. These are actually about getting kids interested
yeah.
and
My
engaging
dad who got me
kids.
into model railways in the first place when I was living down in the Mere.
Yeah.
Well,
And
back then, I really hated it. I'm sorry, I do apologise for the term. It was more of a train set back then because I was like, yay big.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
That's how everyone starts out. The train set.
Yeah. And also, Scamperton Model Railway is reminding people £10 for advanced parking or £18 on the day. So if you are going by car, one of the things actually I've done this in the past is carpool with other people.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, most cars have got actually up to 5 seats, but 4 comfortable seats for adults. So why not do a deal where actually
Get
4 of
60 quid a
you,
minute.
no, but like 4 of you can go in a car, split the cost of petrol, split the cost of parking, and actually that works out great. So there's ways and means, and Mark Wilson, park at a nearby station at Peter Jackson Chile. That's another
We'll
option
just
as
take
well.
a DeLorean and turn back time. The express train has suddenly stopped.
It's all it is it's found a dead spot. Sometimes the track gets a bit dirty and the train gets annoying. But there are 2 of them. They're double heading. I was talking to Xantec actually, and if you're wondering, this is Xantec. So if you're thinking Xantec's awfully quiet in the comments, it's because we've got him here.
I just realised that you can't see him. In most of our things, the
he's
TMC is
behind the TMC logo. There we go. Nicely done.
I do apologise. There you go.
So
I think what I should do is I'm myself a mask with TMC logo.
That would have been hilarious if I'd moved it down and it was still there.
Yeah, and also Livestream Nick reminds everybody entry on the day is £27.50. Book in advance is £22.
So you can go to these shows and you can spend 50-60 quid
Before you can get in.
before you buy a single model.
Yeah.
But I mean, and also when you factor in things like petrol costs to get there.
That's why
But-
that is why West Coast trains, either Avanti West Coast or cross country, are taking me.
Yeah.
But can I just say as well, on a weekend, I know in previous years they've been hit by, I think it was strikes. Was it last year or the year before? So just keep that in mind and do check up what's happening. JL Railway says, sorry I'm late. Gandalf.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they begin.
Thanks, Gandalf. Actually, Philippine 666 says, NEC can be free entrance, wear a high-vis jacket and carry a box in. Yeah, a clipboard and say you're from BT. It's like, hello, I've come for... Actually, no, they're getting quite savvy to stuff. I think back in the day, apparently you could bluff your way in quite readily to a lot of venues. I'm not talking about the NEC in particular, but to a lot of venues. But they have become quite savvy, and they're like, we need to check if we've got you on our list.
When I went to the Shetland Islands in 2019, because I was in 2018, it was a night sailor, I got myself a black ski jacket. I thought, I'll wear me high vis this time. So I'm there as a passenger wearing a bright high vis jacket. And I've got passengers coming to, can you tell me the way to such and such a place? How do I get to one?
They do that.
I do not work for Northlink Ferries, love.
No.
Yeah.
That's that guy over there.
I can remember going into Tesco when I worked for Northern Foods Transportation. The NFT distribution uniform looked a lot like a Tesco uniform.
Yeah.
So I'd go into Tesco to get my lunch, and people would start asking me questions. Like, I don't know. And it's like, well, you should know. It's like, why? I don't work here. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, and people would argue with you.
Just send them to a different diet. It's in aisle. It's in. The peas you want, the frozen peas in aisle 3, love.
Yeah.
Look
Cleaning
up there,
aisle.
electronics.
Yeah. But, we got an iron horse in.
Good
Tim,
evening, Iron Horse.
Tim Railway says, what do you want to buy at the NEC?
Is that him?
A snowplow, that's what I'm going for.
Well,
Is that him?
yes, the bag is the bin.
Right.
So, the Cupboard Monkey wants an N-gauge snowplow
My
from
current
the
N-gauge
N-gauge
snowplow.
Society, is
Yes.
it?
My current engaged snowplow is feeling lonely. So, I'm
So,
gonna get
well,
one
yeah,
to
you
go with them.
need two. They kind of, I think they ran sort of in pairs. They'd have one at each end, so when the
Yeah.
train
How on
reversed,
earth did the driver see where the hell he was going with them things?
wasn't easy.
Sorry, the train
But
was
for
going
me,
in one direction.
well, I'm collecting a load of stuff at the NEC from actually from two different retailers, from TMC, the Model Centre, and this is something to have a think about. Is that if there's things you want to save yourself on postage, you can order them up and pay for them, and ask for them to take them to the NEC, and then you just collect them from the stand. So I've done that with TMC, the Model Centre. I've got a load of Scaledale walling as part. In fact, actually, on the screen at the moment, that retaining wall at the back is going to be replaced with Scaledale walling.
Why?
But also, I've got a load of stuff to collect from Sawyer Models as well. So, I think, to be honest, any retailer who's got do check they're going to be there
I
first.
do like that Metcalf wall.
Oh no, not that wall, and it's that wall over there.
Oh, that one.
See,
right.
from our point of view, it's over there, but from people's point of view, it's see there. That's the screen which shows what people at home are
where
seeing.
the
Yeah, because I just like so.
25 is trundling around.
Yes, that one's doing all right, but sadly, my 25286 Bachmann Class 25 in Rail Blue has Mazut rot on the chassis, which is.
no.
I
So-
was very surprised to hear that.
I was very surprised because it's not that old a model, and I've actually been quite lucky on the Mazuk rot front, and this is actually the first model from the modern era that wasn't Hornby 00 that has got Mazuk rot that I'm aware of. There may be somewhere in here others deceitfully disintegrating. I might actually have to check on some of my other Bachmann 25s from a similar vintage and make sure they're not going either.
Yeah, Kingfisher has pointed out something. The fake naval officer at the Remembrance Parade.
Who? What? Who?
Yeah, there was quite a stir that guy caused.
Where was this?
He pushed his way into a Remembrance Parade wearing a naval uniform that was clearly not tailored for him.
And fake medals.
fake medals.
Oh, it's the fake medals that really get a lot of people's goat up.
so much stolen valor.
Apparently, he's
What, as in the one just gone?
Yes.
he's got
At the Cenotaph in London.
Don't think it was that one. I think it was another one.
Where did they figure out who he really was?
I assume they'd know who he is by now. But his uniform didn't fit. It was coming down over his hands.
Uh-huh.
He had a rank that he couldn't possibly have ever achieved.
What, like he was like the first Sea Lord or something?
Yes.
But surely people would look and go, "You're not the first Sea Lord. There's only one of them, and we actually know who it is."
He's over there.
Yeah.
He had all these medals, but no wings.
It was in
which he would have had
Llandudno.
if he had some of the medals.
It was in Llandudno, says Richard Knowles.
Yeah.
He got hauled up in front of a judge and found guilty or something, didn't he?
Oh,
I hope so.
Leslie Gilbert
I really
says, a
hope he
well-decorated admiral.
Yeah.
And David Scott, in
He was
Llandudno.
invited to discuss it with the local constabulary. Good.
Redbridge Railway says it got him arrested, and so it should do. I mean, there's certain things that you just don't pretend that you did, and military service is one of them.
The Americans have a thing for that. It's called stolen valor.
Yeah.
Yes, and
we just call it plagiarism. You took credit for someone else's work.
yeah, and when you consider that, apparently he's been charged and is due in court soon, said David
Good.
Scott. It's one of those things that people who serve in the military, they take huge personal risks in order to keep the rest of us safe, and I find it quite offensive when people who didn't make claim to that, but even more so when people claim to have earned medals that they didn't, because you have to actually do something for the medals. They represent sacrifice in service, being part of particular campaigns and such like. They are a record of your service to the country, and to claim that you have a right to wear them when you don't is really quite offensive.
Yeah.
It
shocks me that even now people still don't seem to get that.
Yeah, I mean, it's in film and TV as well. I always think that people who lay claim to be, I did this and I did that, and not be a part of it as well. That's a similar kind of thing, because of the amount of creativity and effort that goes into these things. To claim you did that when you didn't is also that kind of thing. But
It kind of felt, in a certain way, spills into the AI debate.
Yeah,
taking things that other people did, rehashing them, and then saying you did it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, and I think it's why artists would be in the main. I'm very mindful that our end music was created by a guy with AI.
Yes, but a guy who's doing AI properly.
Yeah. Let's make tracks, rail music. Yeah, stolen valor. It's the same thing you could say. People who claim to have been in the fire service, in the police, even like in something like the ambulance corps or a doctor.
Yeah.
It's it's like you say, stolen valor. I think the Americans have got it right. It's a nice simple term that tells you what it is.
Pretending to be a judge on a marine on Judge Porter. Fake marine suing the restaurant owner. Who knew it was fake?
Oh yeah, it came without clean hands, I think is the legal term.
Yes, it is.
So basically, if you have a skeleton in your closet, you can't expect the courts to help you enforce something that effectively you're trying to freeload on.
Yeah, you have to come to court with clean hands. You can't.
Yes.
You can't have dirtied yourself with something else. But perhaps we're getting away from the news and what to expect at the NEC. What are we going to be expecting at the NEC, apart from the fact that you are going to be taking on all comers in some kind of Royal Rumble?
Ah, yes, I did mean to get to that. So there's also, we've talked about the activity thing that, and I think it's quite good that that BRM, British Railway Modelling, are trying something different.
Yeah,
so
I'll
what
applaud
we've
them
got
for it.
is entertaining kids of all ages. Yeah, probably some quite old kids getting entertained by that. I think it's a great idea.
Probably some 80-year-old kids as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a go, aren't you?
If I find it.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, but also they've got the panel events, and not really talked a huge amount about this. I know that. Do you want a drink?
Yes, please.
I'll have another can of Coke. Actually, my beverage of choice is Diet Coke.
Oh, hokey, cokey, cokey.
Oh, hokey, cokey, cokey. Yeah, there's a panel events, 2 days. So there's a panel of 3 on the Saturday, and a panel of 3 who are a different 3 people on the Sunday. Now,
So if you come along to both, you won't have the same experience.
no, so you can ask the same
probably
questions, but it's different people answering them. And that's only part of the lineup. So I know that, for example, they've got as well, I have a feeling it comes immediately after. So 11 a.m. in the morning for the YouTuber panel event. But then they've also got things like panel events of manufacturers. And I think
that'd
that's
be
going to be very
interesting.
interesting. You know, so you've got the likes of, I think Pico are up there, Acura Scale, probably Bachmann, Hornby, that kind of thing. I don't know off the top of my head.
I think train tracks at the NEC do a lot of Kato stuff. Where have Kato been there?
Mr. Cato, quite often see him at shows. I don't think he, if he does speak English, I don't think it's at a level where he'd be able to do a panel event without a translator. I could be wrong, but I got the impression that Mr. Cato isn't fluent in English, if that makes sense.
His English is probably a lot
He's
better.
probably sat there going, I speak English better than you.
He probably speaks English better than I speak Japanese.
I definitely speaks English better than I speak Japanese. Philippine 666 says BRM shut down the Peterborough event. What Peterborough event?
This requires a quick Google.
Ben Tullett says one of our relatives was in the Navy in World War One in Singapore, as we have his medals, flag from the ship, and a photo of them. Brother is trying to find out who he was. Yeah, and Summer Breeze Motherware, absolutely. Let's make tracks. What you do is great. Keep up the great work. It's why AI has its place, and I think it's. I don't want to get involved in that debate. I think all it will do is I will just alienate myself if I try and weigh in, because I don't actually know
Yeah,
enough
Flan.
about.
Mr. Cato on Facebook. I think he's actually in a few.
Yeah, he's on my friends group. He's one of my Facebook friends. You know, not wishing to like name drop, but Mr. Cato is one of my personal Facebook friends. Oh, Peterborough was the East of England show. Dave Rowledge asks, will the panel be on YouTube? I believe so. Now, the way it works with the panel events, and I think this is probably the case with all the other panels with things like manufacturers, I think as well there's some people talking about various scenic things. There's a lot going on. There are events throughout each day. But what we've been told is that we can film the panel event and the other people on the panel can film the panel event. So I'm guessing each of them, in my case, I'll have the monkey of cupboardness doing the filming, and in the case of like Laurie's Mechanical Marvels, he'll have one of his minions filming.
Wendy's there as well.
Tom Marshall is he's on the Sunday. They've managed to pair up. Laurie's Mechanical Marvels is on the Saturday with me. Tom Marshall is on the Sunday with Peachy TT 120. So I think they'll be like ships that pass in the night. J.K. Hauser says, love how the rebuild is coming along, Jenny. Thank you so much. I'm really pleased with it. Now, you've watched the Monday Club.
I have indeed.
For quite some time.
About 2 years now.
So what do you think of the changes?
I like it.
I mean, you've not actually visited before. This is
It's the first time I like to see it in the flesh.
And this is Xantec, by the way. Don't forget to check out Xantec, one of the smaller YouTubers.
The military establishment over there.
That hasn't changed.
Sandhurst. I do like that.
Well, it's actually RAF Kirkhill. Is we the monkey and I thought very long and hard about this. Now, it's very difficult. Actually, I'll wait till the monkey gets back, because if I start moving cameras around, I get into trouble.
Yes.
But the military base, it's a training establishment. It has Navy, Army, and RAF all present. And actually, the Quans as well, Queen Alexandra Royal Naval Nursing Service or something as well.
And of course, you got Fenton as Land Rover.
No, that's actually an RAF training Land Rover. It says on the side. It came from JL Railways.
Okay.
But that's why the flag on the flagpole, and people at home are going, what? I can't show you at the moment, but the flag on the flagpole is an RAF flag, and it was actually done by my good friend Les Cliff, great artist. And we talked a bit about it, and we came to the conclusion that the training establishment that would have RAF, Royal Navy and Army would probably be an RAF training establishment dealing with something like meteorology. Something that would be applicable.
Meteorology could also be communications,
or indeed like some kind
like
of
Bletchley Park, for example.
Yeah,
when they broke the Enigma code.
Yeah. Or even just like being a base where like outdoor survival or something. You know, there's a lot of different things where you could imagine cooperation between the different branches of the armed forces.
Outdoor survival. I mean, you need to get a Ray Mears guy up. You need to get Ray Mears on there if you're doing outdoor survival.
Apparently, we're expecting snow this weekend. I think some places, they've talked about between 1 and 2 inches at lower levels, and anywhere up to 4 or 5 inches
Let's
on
make
higher
tracks
level.
music. Yeah, there's quite a few AI documentaries on YouTube, and you're so cringeworthy.
Not all of them, and
Some of them are.
This is what in some respects, a part of me feels a little bit bothered by that. At the point that you can't tell, we're going to end up with AI videos potentially. Whereby you
Gandalf! Raymond's late!
Oh,
A Monday clubber is never late to the
Thank you,
wagons.
Gandalf.
Nor are they early.
Even
They
comes to
arrive
bring his
precisely
ice
when the
cream as
ritual.
well.
Yeah, we're on brand with the Hornby mug. They gave us those actually when we went down and we filmed over a couple of days with Hornby. And they very kindly gave us some lovely mugs.
They did. They gave us some mugs in exchange for us going away.
Good evening to you, Ravenheart, as well. Oh, chockies. So
Cookie.
of course. Oh yeah, you. Xantec brought loads of biscuits and they've left them all downstairs. So we got
Xantec
chockies.
wants cookies.
I'll go and get them.
They're on the kitchen table.
I know where they are.
I'm gonna have one of these. So there you go.
Thank you. I'll have a.
Just be careful. If you go for a bounty, you're still eating it 4 hours later.
Yeah.
And my biggest, before I go and get the cookies, my biggest worry about AI is the inevitable point where someone is presented with AI-generated video evidence of them doing an unspeakable crime, and people saying, but it's not AI, it's clearly not AI, you did that, we've got footage. And them not being able to prove that it didn't happen.
Yeah, so the point where you can actually use as a defence in court, Your Honour, that's not me, that is an AI-generated video, and actually sow the seeds of doubt. And suddenly, overnight, audio, video, and pictorial evidence becomes worthless because you can't tell whether it's fake or not.
And it does worry me because...
That is going to open Pandora's box.
Yes, exactly.
And I think
as I
we're
said
just
when-
waiting for the first person to use that as a defence in court in a high-profile
But
case.
here's the thing, I have already seen it. Philip DeFranco and Pokimane, who is notorious for doing all kinds of dodgy stuff for attention and clout, they got together and made a collaborative video using AI generation where it appeared that she admitted that she'd stabbed some homeless people because she enjoyed it.
Ooh.
She didn't actually say this. She just gave him permission and helped him to, with a picture of herself, to generate an AI video of this confession to show the extent of what could happen. And that was a year ago, maybe even 2 years.
AI is dangerous.
It's a worry.
It is
Use
rather. Now, Middleport Junction, good evening to you. Come on, Gandalf.
I was waiting for biscuits. A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they be due.
Thanks, Gandalf. Yeah, somebody said I keep modelling materials in one of these. Yes, shock horror. We've got
You've got chocolates in your sewing supplies.
Yeah, we've got chocolates in my mum's sewing kit supply. She'll be very angry. She won't know where a needle and thread is. Sorry, I'm just really into these. You dig in.
A while back, I was going back to my shelf. Started off doing model boats, and it moved on to simulator truck driving. And in 2023, it moved into model railways. So I've kind of come full circle. I'm building a research ship, and the back of the thing was it could tow a small, side-scan sonar mock-up. And to have the winch working, I had to use a bobbin. I wonder where that came from. I think it was a sewing machine.
I've got hiccups, so that's nice and cold. Let's Make Tracks Railway for Music says, when I make any new song, I will re-prompt so many times as words are wrong or just comes out as the AI slot most have grown to hope. Yeah, and I suppose that's the thing is, AI used correctly, it's a tool rather than the be-all and end-all. And I think the problem comes from stuff where people have used AI without the refinement that it needs to make it right. And the Gronk It Up song, when you listen to that, I was listening to it the other day and thinking, you can't really tell that it's AI generated because it's had that level of refinement to make it work. And I think that's the important distinction. So it still has a lot of human input to make it what it is, and the AI is part of the toolbox to make that.
Gandalf bring cookies.
Yeah, so here you are. Go on then.
Thank you.
Cookies. Are they exactly the same?
Yeah,
one?
they are.
Oh, Gandalf.
Careful, me blue.
Oh, let me say. Yeah, nearly lost my
You
fingers.
alright there, Jen?
Yeah, nearly lost my fingers.
Gandalf's a monster with cookies.
Gandalf like cookie.
Let's
Watch out for the cookie monster.
Let's
for
Make
the
Tracks
halfling.
Railway Music says I'll start a GoFundMe to learn to sing and I'll do it all properly. I've tried to learn to sing. It doesn't work for me. So
I had a brilliant experience with learning to sing. I made hundreds of thousands of pounds because people were desperate to pay me whatever I wanted to stop.
funny
Well,
that.
when I tried singing in the karaoke bar, the dogs in Siberia were howling.
Anywho,
Jen, what's going on in the news?
They
So-
pulled. That gun, they pulled the plug out the karaoke machine.
My goodness, they didn't want anyone to follow you. It's
yeah,
amazing.
they didn't work. Like people would only be disappointed if they followed you. But no. Anyway, so
Can you
other
put those
news.
in the fridge?
Other news
Got
in the fridge, not your face.
Are they not the same thing?
Yeah, Little Wicket's latest video, he used AI to generate Arduino code, says Stevie Phil. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to become more and more of a thing. I think, people are nervous about what perhaps they don't understand fully. But for me, what I've identified is at the point that you can't tell if something is AI generated or not, then the real risk is to procedural evidence in court cases. And I'll say it here now. I think the moment that somebody successfully uses a defense of that's been that evidence has been doctored by AI or whatever, that and evidence that to most people would seem very damning, the moment that somebody actually manages to bring it into question and effectively have it struck out is the point at which it's going to be a paradigm shift.
We'll probably end up having to go back to cine film, where there's a negative.
Yeah, but even so,
Actually, yeah, show the negatives.
yeah, but then,
You're taking photos, show me the negatives.
it is an
this.
interesting idea. Will we see a regression of technology to effectively screen out stuff? Guy Fawkes, Break, Van, Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath. Yeah, we touched on the police version, but of course there's also a Guy Fawkes version. This matches up quite nicely
with the bank.
yeah, but this matches up with the gunpowder wagons that they've already done. and have proven very, very popular. And I quite like this. There's been some people have poo-pooed the idea of completely fictitious liveries, but I quite like it.
I've got a couple of fictitious levels on my.
I mean, technically,
layout.
Monday Club wagons are all fictitious.
I'd hate to burst your bubble, guys, but your railway's not real.
Goes round in circles. Well, unless you've got
You've
an
seen
end-to-end.
the Northlink trains livery on my Class 90, sorry, on my 82 DBT and 68.
And they look good.
Yeah, Northlink do not operate a single train. They operate 3 very nice ferries.
Yes.
One of which had a going across the water. He had a bit of an oopsie and something fell off a trailer.
Ah, they didn't need it.
Now, JL Railway says, Jen, one thing you might like. I've got 08641 Dartmoor running under the Christmas tree. Gronk it up.
Gronk it
How
up!
about placing
Gronk it up!
toys on the
Gronk
back?
it up!
Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Sorry, I've got my mouth full of snicker. I've rather
The
foolishly.
Gronk it up cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Your mileage may vary. Consult your physician. If your shunter is not in the vertical position, consult your doctor. You okay?
Yeah, just hippie McHip's been a little bit naughty.
Oh, yeah.
It is that I can feel the temperature.
It's alright. It's been sat in a funny, in an awkward angle. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep, Zoe, do some talking because I've
So,
got my mouth full.
Yeah. The police livery was in an 80s app. Oh, yes, let's make tracks. The police liveried white train to pull over the other train.
37.
Into
Yeah.
City 125.
I loved that. It was so funny.
Even with the rotate. I think Hornby have done it with the blue flashing light on it.
Yeah. I think it's
I wonder
brilliant.
if you got that standard two-tone horn. It's got the proper nee-na, nee-na of the old 1980s police two-tone air horn police siren.
I
But
love
it's
it.
actually done using a 37 horn. So it's like... yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. And the whole idea of it. Remembering that model railways are fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. The original Gary Beat as a musician played a Metallica tune on a harp and then received a copyright strike from another harpist as they'd already posted their version. It should be noted Metallica didn't mind, and you can't copyright an arrangement. And that's the thing, actually. I would have challenged the copyright strike on the grounds that it had effectively Metallica weren't against it.
Oh, I've had strikes like this before.
Oh yeah, the sound of the cine camera.
Somebody
No, not
Deviant
even
Arts, which is like a photography digital art website, and I took a photograph of the moon
Okay.
with my camera. Now, as you know, the moon is tidally locked.
Yeah.
Wherever you take a photograph of the moon, it'll always look the same.
Yes.
And somebody took a photograph of the moon, and because I pay for core membership, it's like somebody might be copying your work here. I'm like, it's the moon.
Yeah.
It's always got to be in the same face.
Yeah, it's like they.
Not a problem.
Yeah, they basically just took a photo of the same thing.
I had a guy actually try and copyright strike me on my retro channel because I was playing Outrun, and he decided that he owned the music to Outrun.
How?
He just decided he did.
So
I made a challenge of, you cannot copyright someone else's work. If Sega wish to cause trouble, then I will take this down, but you can't.
Richard Knoll says there's a page called Northern Blue 109 which produces photoshopped images of locos and units in fictitious liveries. See, I like stuff like that.
I love that. Creativity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those was a 82 DBT in BR Blue.
Yeah.
It's actually now in service. That livery is no longer fictitious.
And can I say, actually, some people like get all snooty and go, oh, it never ran like that in real life. And it's actually like, for God's sake, all you have to do is paint it. And then it has, when people I get all snooty at preserved railways. Oh, it never ran in that colour. It's like, it's doing it now. Get over it. But some of the liveries that I've seen either photoshopped or people actually make a model of are things like a Class 52 in First Great Western fag packet livery actually looked amazing.
Is that the Western hydraulic?
Yeah, it's the Coco Western Hydraulic. So it's like the 6-wheel and 6-wheel bogie. And that was in first Great Western fag packet livery, what they call it, with a 52. It was something like 52015.
That would look nice and intercity colours as well, actually.
Yeah, it probably would. It probably absolutely would. And I remember looking at it and thinking, you know what, that really suits
the face
it.
of it does look a bit like Marvin out of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I'm really depressed. Tor Valley in purple, says Livestream Nick. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I give you Exhibit A, the real thing in that livery. Deal with it. And, some people get really obsessed, and it's like, this is just a coating that stops it from rusting. And it's like, if you don't like it, feel free to put your hand in your pocket and pay for a repaint. But they never do that. They want other people to pay for it.
Oh, remember that guy that once sent comments to us with the Pride coloured Maersk container?
Yeah, and it turned out actually Maersk had several of the containers in that livery.
He was so upset that this thing was in Pride, and he said, "You'd better not put that on that railway." So we did.
I would have done it anyway. Bonk.
Well, we were going to run it, but we decided that this needed to be taken to the next extreme, so we placed it directly onto the railway.
Yeah. Andrew Moy Jones says, just joined the Facebook Monday Club.
What you want to do then?
Excellent.
Hit it with a,
welcome to the
hit it
group.
with a 45 peak locomotive. That was the way to go, wasn't it? And Operation Smash Hit.
Redbridge Railway says, I'd love an A4 in purple. Well, there's the experimental purple that 4 got painted in.
Jen just has conversations around us, doesn't she?
No, hey,
you've got a guest, and we're having a conversation about.
I'm talking to these people over here. Well, like the.
We were having a conversation about something.
Was it an A3 that was being done on Severn Valley Railway?
There were A3s that got experimental purple.
Yeah, it was done for.
And the King, I believe.
They painted the King?
No, it was Tor Valley. Tor Valley got done in like that. It's like a pinky purple.
Yeah.
Apparently, it brought a lot of tourists to the line. It was from a financial point of view, it was incredibly successful.
Yeah.
But as always the case, there's a small minority couldn't cope with it from the comfort of their armchairs.
It's different and therefore it's wrong.
Yes, I don't like change.
Well, apparently, I think I was watching a programme by Pete Waterman, who did his old train series many, many years ago when he owned the Flying Scotsman. He painted it how he remembered it in BR Green. And
that's cool.
Flying Scotsman belongs in LADR colours.
Not anymore.
There's nothing wrong with deciding that you want a bit of a change.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Two A3s got experimental purples as PN trains. Simon Trains Model Railway says City of Truro in BR black livery. It's interesting you say that. I believe that was at the Severn Valley Railway during a repaint. They did paint at least one side of it in BR black. Took a picture just to see how much froth the rivet counters could have. So yeah, why not? And they renamed Western Wanderer to Western Fusilier or something like that, didn't they? And that was getting people foaming at the mouth, says Ravenheart Modelling. There's always people foaming at the mouth, but you'll always notice that they're the people who don't put their hands in the pockets to pay for anything. So actually, I'm quite happy to ignore them.
I don't care what livery a locomotive in. I just want to see an old locomotive preserved.
Yes.
Yeah, paint is just rust protection.
Yeah.
Anywho, right, at the NEC, so panel events, you can come along to these starting at 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm up on Saturday. We've got Laurie's Mechanical Marvels on as well. I haven't actually heard from Phil Parker at BRM who the third person is.
I think they're going to...
It'll be a surprise on the day.
Yeah, they're going to shock you.
It's like, have you got a YouTube channel? Yes. Yoink!
Come here.
I get the impression it may be a surprise to Phil when he finally fills the slot. But
I'll laugh at the Everard Junction or something like that.
Well, I know that Dean Park couldn't make it.
Watson.
Yeah, which basically because it was such a long trip. It's people forget how much of the country there is above above the border with Scotland. And
Well,
there's
from
quite
where
a
we
lot.
are right now, Kirkcaldy in Scotland is another 6 hours up the motorway.
If he started walking now, he
I don't
wouldn't
think
be
he's
there by
walking.
the time the event happens.
I don't think he's planning on walking, but no, he's just basically it'd be very expensive. I think Richard Watson as well has not been able to do it. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
57305 Victoria Wood says Pete Waterman actually got death threats when he painted Flying Scotsman into BR Green.
Some people take this far too seriously.
Yeah.
He's a locomotive, guys. He's not repainting your mum.
And the thing is, I think, you know, the people who make death threats over stuff like that really,
They need their
their
head
heads
looking.
examined.
They
yeah,
need looking
I
at.
think
Yeah.
that people like that need to be politely told maybe you need to get yourself a different hobby.
Yeah, this one is clearly not working out for you. You're far too angry about it. Find something else.
Train spotted Tamworth. So you want to see my signal levers? Let's try and. There they are.
Next to your monitor, Jen,
Mhm.
you've got the Art Deco poster. Go across first. There's a couple of steam locomotives. What's the Pacific at the stop signal?
There you
I
are.
honestly couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay. Looks like a 7000 series, but I'm not quite sure what.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. Talk, please, people. 'cause
I am
I'm
trying to
out of-
reset the camera after you pressed all the buttons and fiddled with it. So
Well, you
yes,
Job done.
You need that on a. If you want to do stuff like, you need that on a gimbal. So you can
we
just,
don't
like,
want to do
So you
that.
can
though.
move it around and just automatically set it to return to center.
It's not meant to move. It's supposed to be stuck where it is.
Mm.
So we've had quite an experience with this event that's going on, haven't we? Because it feels like it's caused some issues, and then people aren't there that
Yeah.
were there. And
Somebody wanted me to move one of the levers, so
Yeah, they might have wanted you to, but it doesn't mean you have to, Jan.
yeah. But there, they can see the results. There we go.
Where's
If you look, the
where's
signal's
kinky track, by the
changed,
way?
and now they're going to change back.
Where's the kinky track?
We have no idea.
It's over there. It's going to get fixed. I think if I press this button, so we're
Okay.
going to change angle of the dangle.
Okay,
For
there
the
you
prove
are.
that it's true. It's basically here on the line that train is going through.
Just about. You can see it more on the beat camera. It's coming down to Libby.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying to people. Is it's not really all that noticeable until you
Until
see
you
it.
stick a camera on it, yes. So
But it will get fixed during the
see
rebuild. Hello to 156. Andrew says hi, Jenny.
Gandalf!
Gandalf!
Will people please
Stop eating cookies.
Stop hitting me, I was enjoying some cookies and halfling beef. In Monday, Clubber is never late to the wagon, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they need to.
Thanks, Gandalf. What's that? DJK666 spam.
Yeah.
Spam. Lovely spam.
Wonderful spam.
sandwich without any spat.
Anywho, Rick Morley says thank you, Gandalf. Thank you, Gandalf. Gandalf. Oh, damn.
Stop asking me things while I'm trying to eat this.
Oh, right. Griffey says, weird, no matter how late I have been, I've never been privileged with a Gandalf. Do I smell?
In Monday, Clubber is never smelly.
I knew you were going to do that.
Nor are they late.
Oh, 21.
They arrive precisely when they mean to, and they bathe when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Is that yellow sheep? Has Del Boy been let loose with high visibility paint again? Yellow sheep?
Yellow sheep? No, that might
No.
be the lighting.
These are daffodils. These here. I've actually redone this slope. All of this has been redone as part of the rebuild, and they're daffodils. And the reason they look really nice and bright is because I cleaned all the dust off them before I reused them.
In one of your
That is
last
the most amazing question and answer we've had in ages.
What?
Is that yellow sheep? No, it's daffodils. That's just...
What? In one of your last videos, Jen, you hardwired an old 08 shunter.
Yes.
I did, yes.
Where is it?
It's up here somewhere. So,
It is real. She didn't AI generate it.
so this is the one that was hardwired.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus. It looks weird about the front end wasping on the front.
Yeah, but when the 08s were first introduced, they didn't have wasp stripes. Well, all of the shunters that were introduced before a certain point. So I know the classes 01, 04, 05, 06, 08, class 10 as well, and class 11 and 12, when they were first introduced, didn't actually have any wasp stripes. In fact, the class 08s in particular went through a couple of different livery variants before gaining wasp stripes. So there was originally BR black with early crest, and then BR green with late crest.
And there's also LMS livery as well, but that's how old they
That's
are.
on the class 11s.
Yeah. Not much difference, though, is there?
There are, when you put them side by side, and right now Graham Muspat at Kernow Model Centre is screaming at his screen, saying, yes, there's loads of differences. But yeah, when you put them side by side, it's very obvious. There's some actual very, very obvious differences.
I've got the. I think those are same sort of moulding.
They're both class 08s. Now there is a class 11. The class 11 model is there. You see in front of the class 13.
Yeah, the side boxes are different.
Yeah, but also cab windows, roof profile. There are some very, very subtle differences. So, like, look at
It's
the
more
curve on the
streamlined.
roof.
It's a more
flatter.
streamlined Gronk. It's like the Gronk's putty.
No, the roof is flatter, and the top of the bonnets is flatter. And like,
No one can see this, so I'm going to try and move over to a different thing. A different camera.
you might want to make the camera work.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're very trying. It must
You
be
are.
said.
You are.
There we are. Actually, so if I get my tickling stick here, and this here is the class 11. So, well, you can make me travel sick moving me like that. So the class 13, aka the Mega Gronk.
Mega Gronk.
Was that somebody at our door? Yeah.
Yes.
So, Flower Chair Water.
back.
Yeah. Hi, Scruff. Is it somebody there now?
Yes, I just said yes.
Okay. So whilst the cupboard monkey goes and checks the door, it's a bit late, isn't it? Hey, are we expecting a parcel?
Oh, who knows?
Right. Good night to you, Putnam Junction. It's been great having your company. And Mike at Putnam Junction, thank you so much for joining us. J.K. Hauser says, remind me, have the lower clearance 08s been made ready to run? No, they haven't. But now that we've had the class 13 announced and actually fairly close by Backman. I do wonder whether that is on the cards. I think there was 5 of them, maybe more, because they didn't all exist at the same time, and a few of them have been scrapped.
No, John Walters, I am not Gandalf.
No, you didn't even see his lips move when Gandalf was talking. This is Xantec. As part of our, one of the big things that we've always done here on this channel is promoting other smaller YouTubers. Great believer in not pulling the ladder up after ourselves. So, we do like to try from time to time to get smaller YouTubers on. So this is Xantec. And that's why people go, Xantec's awfully quiet in the comments tonight. Yeah, because he's sat here. Xantec spelt with an X.
I was actually thinking of telling you a few things. No, I won't be watching the YouTube, the Monday Club tonight.
So, who was it, Zoe?
Someone looking for next door.
Oh, right. Okay.
Next door.
Yes.
Leslie Gilpin Rose says, LOL, remember where Jenny lives? It's trick-or-treaters. They're a bit late, aren't they? Trick-or-treaters? That was a couple of weeks ago. So, I like Xantec. Take 2 for indigestion.
It's got a name. It's a roar of the cat.
Yeah. Leslie Gilpin Railways says grifting. Be careful. People get really uppity when you say that.
That's Jess from...
It says a lot about whose ears are burning, to be honest with you. Right, but no, this is Xantec. How many subscribers did you have when we went into the stream? You said about 490?
498.
Go on, have a check. Let's see. Has anybody subscribed to you?
Yeah, now he's got 496.
I wasn't impressed with the Monday Club, but because
You were all right, but that one
Yeah.
next year we weren't sure of.
Good night, Cameron Patterson. As a night all from Glasgow. Work tomorrow. You've got work tomorrow.
I've got work tomorrow.
I've got a white screen.
Griffey says he was already subscribed.
Woohoo! 5 of 10.
He's done it. He's done it. You know.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, the original Gary B says, I had a rally grifter when I was a nipper.
Who subscribed?
You be careful. Some people think you're talking about them. I thought Xantec was a brand of photocopier, says Ravenheart.
That's Xerox.
Well,
Um,
I originally wanted as a handle Ghost 2501 because obviously Project 2501 from Ghost in the Shell,
right,
the Japanese anime.
Oh, I love that.
The name had been taken. And
To be fair, I'm not surprised.
I was doing at the time a RPG called Top Secret. So basically, it was a bit of a James Bondy thing.
okay.
And one of the characters of mine had a cover business. We called it Xantec. Well, that'll do. It's easy. I can easily remember it.
I
Bang.
did mean to ask, but that has answered a lot. I thought you were going to say I couldn't spell Xenosaga, so I went Xantec instead.
Xenosaga. How do you know about Xenosaga?
Because you've got it in your collection.
I don't.
PS2
That's
games.
Xenogears.
Was it? I thought it was Xenosaga.
I remember when these used to have little sticky suckers on your windscreen.
Oh, there used to be Garfield you could get that did that.
Yeah.
Could be
Garfield
worse,
is
says DJ K666. You could be Volt Tech. JK Hauser says, by the way, I love the way you mix the weathered and unweathered cattle vans in the train. It starts a particular corner of my brain that I forget we have. Yeah, because sometimes you get wagons that were released back into traffic from repairs would look a lot cleaner than other things. And I always think if you're going to have a train of weathered wagons, I always like to mix in one or two pristine, clean ones to get that kind of an effect.
Yeah, I've got 24 HAA hopper wagons, and they're all pristine condition. They all need to be weathered. And coal wagons, I think, on the weathering of 0 to 10, 0 being factory, 10 being absolutely filthy. They're probably about a 6 or a 7.
John Walters says, I read somewhere Xantec will be the villain in the next Bond film.
That sounds about right.
Xantec, the sidekick of Trago Mills.
Can you neither confirm nor deny that Sony have been onto you?
I'm
Actually, it's
saying
Amazon
nothing.
these days.
You've
I'm
had
saying nothing.
Redbridge Railway says just sub to Xantec. And also, yes, don't forget to check out my other channel, or our other channel. Actually, the Cupboard Monkey does most of the content for it. Jenny Kirk 2, there's a link there.
Yeah.
The JK2 channel, we're trying to bring it back
There's,
to one a week.
with my channel flyer, there was a video a couple of weeks ago with my railway.
All right.
But most of it is that's all my Sprinter.
Yeah.
Jenny, your guest was trying to talk and you started playing horns.
She's being horny.
She's a booger is what she is.
What the heck?
My last model railway video was 3 weeks ago, I think.
My goodness.
And that was when I was starting to tear down my first model railway
Ah,
to
right.
rebuild it.
Fair enough.
Do you not find that if you go...
Oh, Yaharik says, got to go, guys. See you next week.
Take care, man.
care.
Take
And
care,
also,
be
don't,
safe.
don't forget, everybody, as well, and Yaharik too, before you go, if you haven't already done so, do tickle the like button. Consider sharing to social media. People must know. They must know about the Monday Club.
Yeah.
They
Everybody,
warn them
pray to
all.
the gods of
they must be
like,
warned.
share, and subscribe.
Yeah. All hail the Al Gore rhythm.
But yes, Xantec, do you not find that if you go a month without posting a railway-related video, you end up having the flop sweats and the withdrawal symptoms? Because Jenny can't go a couple of days without trying to film
Sometimes.
something.
I'll be honest, I can't go a couple of days without...
I do a weekly sim driving stream. That's fun.
Yes,
Um,
How many times do I
Euro
actually
Truck
hit
Simulator?
something?
TJF Sim says, "Hi Jenny, Zoe, Xantec, good to see you back in good spirits and fine fettle."
That is the idea.
It's one of the things actually, and we're not going to talk about it because it's in the hands of.
It's in the hands of legal professionals, and it brings, when we talk about it, it brings bad juju. And we do not have bad juju on this channel.
Yeah, I let the solicitor deal with it now. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Remember, happy vibes are good.
happy vibes. But no, it's the outpouring of support has been incredible, and I feel really humbled. It has renewed my faith that there are a lot of great people in
There
this
are
hobby.
really good people
Yeah.
in this hobby.
Live stream day. I read that in the voice of Michael Palin. Monday Club or crucifixion? Oh well, yeah, it's Monday Club for me. Is it? Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Nah, just joking with you. Crucifixion. Oh, you
Third cross on the left.
I'm not sure. Did you say Michael Palin?
Was it Michael Palin who was the official? Because it was Eric Idle who was the person.
Yes, I'm
But
getting
it was
confused. Yes,
Michael Palin was the Roman official.
Yes.
He was very softly spoken. Like, hello.
I was getting confused with Michael Caine. I was thinking,
My name's Michael
You're
Caine.
only meant to blow the bloody crosses off.
yeah, you're only supposed to blow up the Messiah.
Oh yes, Scott Wood. Absolutely. Please don't forget to vote in the Moderators Award. Flymo Chairman 1. Sorry, I've just noticed something stopped over there. Oh, it started again. Right. Flymo Chairman 1 should be up and eligible. They've actually got a really great system whereby the person who won the previous year is ineligible for the next year. So essentially it stops the same person always hoovering up the award.
Stops the Charlie effect.
Yeah, Charlie, looking at you. I think Homely Magazine maybe consider that might do well.
To be fair, Charlie deserves it.
Charlie does deserve it, but I think
Charlie could win without even entering.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
yeah. I mean, he gave a Curascale a run for their money, and in Manufacturer of the Year, Charlie doesn't even make any models. It's the Anton Deck thing. But yes, so I think last year Flymo Chairman 1 was ineligible because he'd won the year before, and that went to Timbersurf. So this time round, Timbersurf is ineligible, but Flymo Chairman 1 is back in the running. So guys, you all know what you need to do. Although, can I just say as well, we do have other great moderators on the channel.
Yes,
but Flymo
Ham
Chairman
Shackleton's
1
here every week, and he's
always here. Ham Shackleton as well. Always does a lot.
James Pets.
Yeah, Timbersurf says boo. Yeah, but am I right in that thinking that it's the way they do it is the previous year's winner isn't eligible for the next year. So at the very least, it'll basically swap between two people rather than Charlie take it
James
home.
Scott's supposed to that. The Monday Club weekend meet up with the NEC. Where actually is it being held?
I believe that David Scott Railways is organising it because I know Timbersurf is no longer doing YouTuber meetups. What I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tim. So I know you are in the chat.
I didn't realise that it stopped.
I think it's just simply a case of the amount of work involved.
Been doing it too long and getting sick of all the admin and none of the thank you for actually doing all this.
I think it's a lot of work, and I think I don't want to put words in Tim's
Passing it
mouth.
on to someone else is perfectly fine.
Yeah, but it's
When
1
I was
o'clock, and I
working
believe it's
on
in front
Trucks
of
Multiplayer, which is a multiplayer mod with
Sawyer Model
moderation.
Stand. David Scott, there he is. David Scott, be at Sawyer Model
Thank you,
Stand
Dave.
at 1 p.m.
I
both
got
days.
put onto the game moderation team,
All right.
and I felt that it ruined my Euro Truck Simulator 2 experience.
And when you see it from the other side, it does change things, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now that I'm back playing single player without being on the moderator team, the game mojo's come back. The driving is much more enjoyable because when you're driving on the servers, and you're streaming and you see something, you've got to stop what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Bring up your bloody admin page, click, bang, load up the evidence, I'll deal with you later,
Yeah.
and get back to driving. And you've got to be completely professional. When you know that you really want to go, what the... Did you do that for you?
Ravenheart Modelling says, how will I get my JK autograph now? I think if you catch me when I come off stage on the
Pay
Saturday...
her $1 million.
I mean, well, yeah, you can do, but I'd be like, thank you very much. See you later. Oh, you wanted an autograph? I'd have done that for free. You can catch
you
me,
can't have the money back.
You can catch me when I come off stage from the panel event on the Saturday. Don't nab me when I'm going on stage because I don't want to be late. I have a habit of being late for things. Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, any news on the model JK wagons? Yes, we need to post the link. The 009 wagons are currently available to pre-order through Sawyer Models. But what I will say is the way it's set up, it'll take your money up front. So do be aware. At the moment, the Sawyer Models site will effectively charge you in advance for the wagon. The money is ring fenced, so it doesn't go anywhere. But at the point of order at the moment for the 009 wagon, it will charge you in advance. So be aware of that.
But it's one of those things I need to actually write Rapido a check. So Rapido, can you tell me how much I owe you, please?
I have spoken to Rapido. They said we need to get back to you. So
how much money do you owe?
Yes.
Yeah. So can I say Rapido are at the NEC this weekend, so we will go and talk to them. But yes, there is an 009 wagon, I don't expect them to sell super quick and pre-order because it wants to. I think it's a limitation of the Sawyer Models website, the way it works. It wants to charge you the full amount, so you can do it that way, and it will guarantee that when it does arrive, it just gets posted out to you, and you're like, So that is one way of doing it, or you can wait until closer to the time.
Yeah.
But I just want to be upfront and warn you, it's just a limitation of the Sawyer Models website. Now, we may try and get a few of them to other retailers, but there's nothing set in stone at the moment. It is a very limited run. It's based on the Rapido Trains 009 Open Wagon, and it will be pretty much the same livery as the William Loud wagon, but with a different running number. So,
thank you,
Andy Friars Junction, thank you so much for posting the link. That is the link. Now, do be aware that if you order it on that link now, it will charge you now. The money is ring-fenced, so don't worry about that. But it does mean then that you there's nothing to pay when it does come. It's due to arrive at the same time as all of the other 009 wagons from Rapido. I can't off the top of my head tell you when that actually is. So just be aware of that. I quite understand if people want to wait on just a little bit. Krista Duke says, my son just said, Charlie said, did you mention him? I've just explained that there are lots of Charlies in the world, but if you want to say hi to him, be very pleased. So hello to you, Charlie. It's great to see you, and I hope that you are well. And also, hello to Charlie Bishop as well. And yes, don't worry, we know
the difference, don't worry.
Yes, we will send you an award. the Being Charlie Award.
So,
it won't be cookies.
No, they're suddenly strangely being eaten. So, we've got a question from Peter Jackson of Cheadle Heath. Any news on the badges?
Right, I have ordered the next colours. I don't know how long the lead time actually is. They are being made by the same factory that made all of the previous ones. The new colour will be purple.
Purple! I like purple.
Purple is cool.
But we will also, to be able to give out to, say, guests on the Monday Club, we've decided that rather than giving guests a regular Monday Club wagon...
Wagon, eh?
A badge. We're going to have a special colour for Monday Club guests, and that will be light sky blue, like a kind of Caledonian blue. So be aware that we have ordered 2 different colours. But the light blue ones will be for guests on the show. Yeah, now suddenly everybody wants to be on the Monday
Like the blue
Club.
Peter badge.
So at the moment, there are some ochre or yellow, as everyone else calls them, badges still available.
So can you take that out of the box and put it with the camera? Because we're getting a lot of camera glare off the plastic.
Oh, someone's got professional. At least one of us is. So yes.
Yeah, you just imagine the professionalism.
That's the ochre one.
That's the current ones, and we'd like to reward you for having been on the show tonight.
Thank you.
I'm afraid the Caledonian blue ones are not arrived yet, so you'll have to manage with that. Did you already have one in that colour?
No, I have not got a gold one.
Well, there you are then.
I think I've got a couple of blue ones knocking about. I think I've got a green one, which is actually a shop front.
Mm-hmm. There should be maroon as well.
There's a red one.
Well, no, it's maroon.
Red.
So there you are. See, that's the maroon one.
I've not got that one.
Have you not? Mine. I honestly think this is the very last one. I found it in the bottom of my handbag.
Yeah. Jan, catch. Don't stick the cat up your bum. I saw that.
Talk.
Are you okay, Jan?
Talk to the people.
Yeah. So, Xantec, if there was one thing that you would adore being announced at the NEC this weekend, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a damn good question. Because I know that I can do with a rather nice Trans-Pennine livery Class 802 by Cato. That would be nice.
Do they do the base model or not?
Yeah, they do the 800 on.
Wow.
So re-livery is probably a lot more likely than an all-new model.
I think, having said that, that's already been announced.
Oh, apparently, are we doing videos tonight?
I will try, but given that we're currently at almost 70% processor used,
Go on.
I'm thinking
may
that
not
we
work.
may have some great difficulty.
we
so...
might be doing slideshows tonight.
In
I
terms
would,
of
however, like to see an N-gauge advanced passenger train
Oh, that'd be nice.
with full tilt.
I believe
Ooh,
I don't know.
yes.
Can anybody verify this? But I'm led to believe. I think that BRM have commissioned a very short run of particular wagons for sale at the show, but there's only something like 50 of them on a first come first serve. Now, does anybody? There's like this dim memory. Excuse me, of reading something about this. Can anybody confirm or deny this? Are BRM selling a special commission wagon for the event or not?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
It would make sense with it being Mail 200.
Yeah. I mean, when it was the Worley show, they always had a Backman special commission, which was always really nice. I've actually got quite a few of them over the years. But I think my memory is telling me it was a Rapido commission, but I really don't know. In terms of top secret announcements, I could see, for example, maybe Backman going. Do you remember we mentioned the Class 13? Ta-da! On sale at the show. So I could actually honestly believe that the Class
This is after
13...
you spent ages butchering one of your 08s.
well, actually, no, they were duplicates, but
One of them was a bit broken.
one of them was spare parts that came from, I think it was from Hornby.
Are they both powered? There was one.
No, only one is powered. But in terms of... Oh, wait a minute, something stopped. Something has stopped.
The Camel's Castle. This.
Oh no!
Is it...
Oh no!
Oh, no. When did that stop?
Oh, lights are on again.
It just hit a dead spot. I
Dead
think.
spot on the front.
This is what
hang on,
happens
Stop.
Hold on.
Oh, it's off,
Wait,
it's
wait,
off,
wait,
it's
wait,
off.
wait! I've got to find it.
They're all off. It's all come off.
What the... Why has it done that? Are they all coming off?
Yeah.
I don't get it. What's causing them all to come off?
Did you?
Diamond Point.
Well,
Did you change the points?
no, I didn't. You can see I didn't.
Ooh.
So that was right. So whilst Xantec leans
Gratuitous.
dangerously
Backhand.
over my model, crushing things beneath his. I mean, we can just leave that be for now. I think it's okay. You notice it always picks the least convenient spot.
Well, of course it does.
It's okay. Right, I've got an idea. I have an idea. No, let go.
Oh dear. This is what happens. This is what happens.
So,
Xantec's been strafed by a Spitfire. Oh yeah, it's caught on your arm.
I've been attacked by a hurricane.
It's
right.
like the
Are
end
they
of King
actually
Kong.
on the track up there?
Yes, they are.
I'm seeing it now.
So
It's
let
the end
me
of King
just.
Kong. Who was the monster really? Not I. Not I.
It's all right. It's all right. No. Sit yourself. I get nervous when people start leaning across my model.
Oh dear. The
Yeah.
Office of Road and Rail will be visiting Weir Yard soon to investigate.
Yes, they will. They'll be going.
Oh, no, so
It's like, I know you think health and safety's not yet been invented on Weir Yard, but
health
come
and
on.
safety, wait.
There'll be 50 wagons, which will have Warnerley Wagon on it at the NEC.
Ah.
Thank you, Simon Trains, for mentioning that. Thank you very much.
Do we know where they're being sold?
Thank you, Summer Breeze. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Is this the Iron Horse Memorial guest slot or something?
Yes.
Right. Apparently now we've
Broken everything?
Yeah.
pretty much. So I'm gonna.
The wheels on your train have all come off. Jenny,
Well, did you not hear the squeakathon?
there's still no excuse for making faces.
I believe if you were over here, there
I
were.
let rip.
You did rather, didn't you? You did. Right, that seems to be getting through okay. Oh! It like went.
You spoke too soon. You spoke too soon.
Yes.
This is a case
Oh,
of
dear.
magnetic couplings.
Yes, potentially. Why?
Simon Trent says they're being sold on the World of Railway stand at the NEC.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I might have to go over there.
Wow.
Actually. That sounds like a fun wagon. So I was right then. I was utterly right.
Okay, Jen, congratulations. You were right. Go to the top of the class and jump off.
Right, you two, talk to the nice people whilst I fix all this.
But we want to make fun of you.
No. That's bad. That's bad karma and bad juju.
Bad juju? What's juju when it's at home?
It's a kind of look. It's like
I thought
Joss.
it was
Bad
some
energy.
kind of juice that you could
No, it's not a kind of juice.
It's energy. You know, bad
Yeah.
energy, bad vibes.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like the concept of Joss.
Joss.
Hence
As in
the
like
Joss
Joss
stick.
Whedon.
Yeah, Joss. Joss
There's a
Whedon
right
named
way, the
himself
wrong way,
that
the Weir
because
Yard
of
way.
look.
What? Okay. Anyway, look. Talk to the nice
I was
people.
being education above all.
It's like it's hard work, isn't it? When I'm busy, people just like.
Hello, I'm a cat, and I've come to say I'm going to bring some actual proper knowledge
Right,
to this,
there we go.
rather than Jenny just being angry and a bit snowy.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yes, James Pett says I was utterly right. Jennifer normally is. Did someone let out the no magic smoke.
At least
The wheels on the train have all come off, all come off, all come off. The wheels on your train have all come off
and
all day long.
These started off at double O gauge, but they got wet.
Yeah, it's like if they went.
It is double O, it's just you're seeing it from a very long way away.
Unfortunately, now they're slightly out of gauge.
Yeah. So big hello. I think we've got a late comer. Cyber. What's that?
Gandalf!
Cyber trade. So
Stop.
there we go.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. Oh, I've been broken up. Oh, no.
Simon Trains. Thanks, Gandalf. Simon Trains Mother Rose has just posted the Warnerley wagon on the Monday Club Facebook group. So there we
Oh,
are.
Lovely.
And I have to say, there'll probably be 49 there by the time the doors open, because I've got every intention of buying one. So, Phil Parker, if you're watching, just put it to one side.
Put it to one side.
Yeah. Just shut up and take my money. Right. So, in terms...
Give me my cat back.
No. What... I honestly think that there is a possibility that we could see the Bachmann Class 13 just rock up and suddenly it's on sale. Although, sorry, I've just been distracted by something. The thing is, though, that they'd have to ensure that every retailer who was in the hall who'd ordered them got them. Otherwise, there would be complaints of like, "Oh, favouritism! Why have they got them and we haven't?" Yeah. So I maybe not actually. Maybe the Class 13. Maybe it won't break colour at the show because what they'd have to do is load up the van with enough stock for everybody who's there who's ordered them. There's. Can I just say, FYI, there are no sheep, yellow or otherwise, on that view. You can see the kink. The kinky track is visible. Apparently, the samples were at the Pendle Forest show.
Where was that one? Pendle Forest. Where's that?
Griffey says, "Would it be wrong to just want a display layout with no switches or points where trains just go dead fast through scenery?" No, that is actually absolutely fine. Phil Parker from BRM.
British Railway Modeller magazine? Or is it
British Railway Modelling. Yeah. Now, in terms of announcements, I could imagine maybe an announcement of a model which we didn't know about. Class 10. Maybe we'd see 10119 in rail blue.
It does.
And maybe Kent Coalfield NCB livery on a Class 10 maybe. So there's options from the tooling suite.
I would like to think that someone will eventually do a Class 10.
I'm almost certain that Bachmann will.
Just a livery change.
Effectively, yeah, because the Class 10 differs from the Class 08.
Internally only.
It's got a Lister Blackstone engine, and I think it's British Thomas Houston traction motors, but that's all internal. Yeah. I don't even think that the exhaust ports are different on the outside. Let's make tracks railway music. Was Hellion going to reveal something in TT, or do I have my wires crossed? That's actually possible. Hellion did do a thing with Peachy TT 120.
Is it something to do with? Are they releasing some DMUs or something?
I don't know.
The humble DMU.
Raymond Legs 5508 says, "In school I invented smell-o-vision. When they turned the lights off to watch a movie, no one could see who smelled like rotten cabbage."
In the dark, no one can tell it's you.
Oh my word, yes. Griffey says, "No, but a small fighter could get through the screen and engage the exhaust ports with a torpedo."
This is what I was about to say, and then Jen started talking over me. If the Class 10 has the same exhaust ports as the Class 8, then that means that they've done the same thing that the Empire did with the Death Star and left in a major security flaw.
Right, Ravenheart Modelling, that's not the TARDIS behind the chat. Unfortunately, I was talking to Xantec actually before we started rolling about this. During the dark weekend, I glued down both TARDISes in what would be the location that they were probably intended for originally. So, unfortunately, we will need more TARDISes to be able to do Spot the TARDIS. I was having a very bad weekend, and I glued 2 TARDISes to the layout, thinking that actually I was leaving the hobby, so I didn't care.
You've got to remember that Jen was very close to being bullied off YouTube and wasn't going to be doing this anymore.
Well, we back.
Yeah. And I'm glad that it didn't happen, but the fact that they're glued down shows that
it's a lasting legacy of it.
The Monday Club wouldn't let you give up.
Timbersurf asks, which one was the Masters? Actually, one is Tom Baker's and the other one is John Pertwee's, as far as I can tell.
Which is which, sir? Which is which?
The light blue one over there is John Pertwee's, and
Yeah.
the dark blue one over there is Tom Baker's.
See Tom Baker.
Tom Baker's is
Tom
kind
Baker's
of
in
a
a
little.
quarry.
Ooh, a Dalek!
Yeah.
Yes, there is a Dalek over there as well, and a film crew. So where it is, it's actually they're filming Doctor Who. The Master had a Doric column. Yes, Warbler Productions.
did,
that
but-
was in. It was one of the Colin Baker serials,
But
wasn't
you've
it?
got to remember that the Master.
Oh, thank you so
Richard,
much,
thank
Richard
you.
Knowles. Very kindly donated £2 on the super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity.
A calling state that
in
does not
Peter
break the bank.
Davidson's era, the Master actually had his TARDIS disguised as a police box,
Uh-huh.
and in order to get the sizes right for adjusting his chameleon circuit, the Doctor parked his TARDIS around it, thinking it was a real police box. They end up with a TARDIS inside a TARDIS.
Ah. Logopolis, right. The Master's TARDIS became a police box in Logopolis, says DJK.
Yes.
Well, when I was
Right.
That's not Peter Davidson then. Logopolis is the final episode for Tom Baker.
when I was
But the thing is, I'm sure that was Colin Baker, because it was in like a mechanics workshop where it was the Doric column. And that was a Colin Baker serial, because I'm sure that who was the American woman?
Now you're thinking of the Rani's, one of the Rani's things. The Doric column was definitely the Master.
who was the best Doctor's assistant? I think it was Ace.
Ace was the best.
Oh, I liked Ace. Yeah, because she was pretty badass and
She
spunky.
beat up a Dalek with a bat.
Yeah, and actually, when you watch the
Hang on.
The nitro deodorant that she had as well.
Richard Knowles, thank you so much.
do you remember when we were saying
Yeah.
thank you for the super chat, and you were just like going, la, 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 la,
I'm sorry, I was in the middle of talking about Doctor Who.
oh,
Yeah.
Griffey, that's fighting was Adric was bestest. No.
Oh,
In Earthshock, when Adric died, they went, we've got a time machine. We could just
We
go.
can't possibly go back from it.
I'm
it's
sorry.
Still, no.
when I was
Adric
at,
has died.
doing when I was doing model boats, we used to have the club we was at. We'd have a stand at Crew Militaire. It's a static show with all like static model like things.
Yeah.
On one occasion, there was like a sideline track. They had the Dalek Builders Guild there, and one of them was roving round. And we all sat at our little table. Comes up. I got club chairman John Blakemore sat next to me. Dalek's like, "Take me to your leader." Without a bat of an eye, he goes, "That'll be the wife." Oh no! Oh no! Retreat! Retreat!
Brilliant.
And later on, in the same show as well, we're coming back, we all sat down eating. You look like you are bored to death. I do not need to exterminate you.
I love it.
But the PS with this one, they had 3 Daleks lined up in the row by as it came down, and the TARDIS at the top.
Right.
Kid walks in. Mummy, Dalek! Stand in front of this Dalek. And inside the Dalek, you know the paint roller that they had?
Yeah.
That was, coming up the inside of that was a hose pipe, which went to a washer bottle pump in a Lucozade bottle.
Uh-huh.
And of course, he put the lid on by this stage. So there's a guy inside it. Kid stands in front of the thing, and mother standing there. So the guy inside it extends the sink plunger. Tap, tap, tap. Huh? You just hear, exterminate! Of course, at this point, the water starts flowing out of the balloon tube, soaks the kid, mother takes a photo.
Yeah, Perry, Australia. No, Perry wasn't. Perry
that,
was
we
the
got the
American
stormtroopers.
backpacker. It was who was the woman who was the Australian air stewardess?
Oh,
I don't remember that one.
She turns up with was
there's
she
Tegan and Turlo and
Tegan?
no, it's not. Tegan's the the woman with the perm. Oh, Tegan Turlow, Adric, and
Yeah, Tegan.
Google it.
the other one.
Yeah, that was Tegan. And there was the who
Tegan Yavanka.
yeah, anywho, right, somebody said, would you prefer to spend eternity with Adric or Bonnie Langford? And to be honest, Bonnie Langford every time. You could talk about cats and Starlight
She's
Express.
that really high-pitched squeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually played in Just William. She played, who was the girl in Just William? I'll scream until I'm sick.
Never watched it.
But that's a 70s thing. I like Bonnie Langford. Don't knock Bonnie Langford.
Yeah, she was alright. She did a good job.
Yeah. Anywho, right. In terms of other surprise announcements, I would say
It's
that
29. I think we need to get a couple of videos.
I think that if anybody's going to make a surprise
Lisa was
announcement,
the one with.
Yeah.
Thank you.
right. Meanwhile, can I please talk?
You're acting like this is your show.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Surprise announcements. I think that it's likely to be, if it's going to come from anybody, we're looking at either Rapido or Bachman. I would say more likely Rapido. Andrew Hardy and the crew were probably going, oh, you silly, silly woman. But I think maybe it will be a relivery rather than an all-new model. Given that they've posted up, the Doctor Who themed brake fan, I do wonder. Let's wind that back. The police box themed brake fan. I do wonder whether there might be a bit of a police theme going on with maybe another wagon. I know they've got to be a bit careful around licensing. Now, the BBC is very protective of Doctor Who. To the extent, actually, that when I've worked down to South Wales on Doctor Who shoots a few times, and when I went to BBC Cardiff before they moved to Bad Wolf Studios, I can remember that the security was ratcheted down so tight. You weren't allowed to take photographs, and I actually managed to sneak a photograph of a Dalek. And it's the world's crummiest photo of a real Dalek, because I had to pretend I was actually sending a text message for work. And I just like, take a picture. And then the other picture I got was of Unit's London helipad, and that was at Bad Wolf Studios. But they really don't like anything leaking out. They are really,
Well, to be
really...
fair, no one wants anything leaking out.
Yeah.
No, leaking out is never good.
Yes. If you have something leaking out, consult your physician.
Leslie Gilpin Rowan says, LOL, Rapido crew are busy with a selection of rattle cans now. Yeah. I think actually, and they'll probably be a bit annoyed that I've pooped on the party a bit here, but I think...
We are not able to do videos tonight.
Okay, so I think that one place to...
It's completely screwed.
Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, I think one place to look will be what samples Rapido have on their stand. Last year, they were sneaky beaky and sneaked out some unannounced samples. And I do wonder whether they might do the same this year. And, it's a case of scrutinise the samples they've got on display. They may be there and they're going, nah, you're spoiling our fun. Oh, you've got 530. So you've actually picked up like 15 subscribers tonight. Pretty good.
Nice.
So our special guest, of course, for those who joined later, just weren't paying attention, this is Xantec. Xantec. You'll recognise his name from the comments. You have been on some of the Monday Club Live on tours from Rails of Sheffield, the Settle Model Rail Festival. And did you pop onto the booth when we were at Getz one year? When we were by TMC?
So, yes, I did.
But this is the first time you've visited the mothership.
I have indeed, yes. It's a nice little layout.
So,
Although, I remember when the first time I got onto your camera was at Rails of Sheffield.
yeah, Warbler
I froze solid.
DJ K666 says nobody likes poop at a party. Warbler Productions says all TV productions are high security. The crew filming here at the moment are not allowing photos to be shared until after the series airs.
Yeah,
I can imagine
that's unfortunately the way it has to be these days because so many people are trying to.
too many spoilers with lots of people who want to like get out there on ShitTok or Instawank or any of those sort of crappy things like, oh look at me, I've got an exclusive. In all honesty, I haven't got many photos from my work in film and TV because the other thing as well is you're there working. You haven't got time to go happy snapping.
Yeah.
So you don't tend to get a lot of time for taking photos. You get some. Everybody does get some because you want to be able to prove you were there. But you don't get many. And there's productions I've worked on where I've got no photos whatsoever.
There's productions you worked on that you forgot until we saw it on TV.
Yeah, and that looks awfully familiar.
We were watching the Ipcrest File, the ITV miniseries, and Jen went, hang on.
Yes.
Hang on, I worked on this.
It's like Gentleman in Moscow. I worked on that. I've got no photos whatsoever.
No.
The weird thing is that you go into locations where you actually... people would know quite well. They film in Bolton so much. The number of times I've rocked up in Bolton with a camera truck,
Yeah.
it's just embarrassing. You know, people go, "What are you doing here with that?" It's like, work here. But you know, things like I did get a photo from the live action film How to Train Your Dragon. But I didn't get anything from the last series of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. To be fair...
Was it Game of Thrones that happened to have the Starbucks cup right at the end on the table or
Oh,
something?
yes. They had to edit it out digitally after people noticed it. So on the DVD versions, it's not there. But yeah, Jen, you probably don't want to admit that you worked on Season 8 of Game of Thrones, because no one liked Season 8 of Game of Thrones.
I've never actually watched a single Game of Thrones.
It's worth it. Right up to the point where all of the freed slaves lift the small white woman onto their shoulders and proclaim her some kind of messiah. At that point, it's like, yeah, this is getting a little bit silly.
The Messiah.
Ravenheart.
The Messiah. He's a really naughty boy.
Ravenheart modelling. That is absolutely right. To be honest, half the actors these days can't remember what they starred in. Yeah, because a lot of these people, it's just like you go from one job to the next. And
Not just that, but there's so much CG these days that they don't know.
Well, that was like The Diplomat. I worked on The Diplomat, and some of the locations, there's that much green screen involved. You probably wouldn't really recognise it. You just knew you'd worked on it.
There's a brilliant one now. There's a brilliant one. Nicolas Cage was on set as Superman for the Flash film.
Right.
Okay.
And he didn't know he was going to be fighting a giant spider in the the final version.
Have you ever? You obviously
Can I just say? Aaronville says hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. Currently I'm in Cardiff. Did I miss any news?
Stop hitting me, stop it.
C12 Atlantic tanks from Rapido were probably the biggest announcement to be made. Really looking forward to those. But also Peakorama is not going to be opening in the 2026 season. They've not ruled out reopening it in a later season, maybe with some changes, but apparently it's been losing money. There's also some reliveries of the Break Fan with Guy Fawkes and police TARDIS type box, but not a TARDIS for legal copyright
really
reasons. I like it. I really do like it.
You know about bloody movies.
Sorry?
You like Stargate, don't you?
Stargate, yes.
Yeah. You know the guy, is it General Hammond?
Yep.
The short, bald-headed fella?
Yep.
That same guy appeared in Atomic Train,
Okay.
where basically the plot is basically there's a smuggled nuclear bomb on a train, and the train crashes, it catches fire, you try to put the fire out, and the bomb goes off.
Oh dear.
Griffey says you missed the Don't Go to Cardiff memo.
The actual the guy who plays General Hammond. He plays a military commander in Cheyenne Mountain. The same guy, the same kind of role.
Brilliant. So it could just be that's what he was doing before he got in.
He's the sort of person who would be typecast from military.
Just
Bit
a
like
little bit.
Windsor Davies, you remember him?
Yeah.
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Oh, yes.
Anywho,
Oh, brief, it's 2 minutes too. So
yeah, right.
Come
So
on.
Monday Club meetup, 1 o'clock both days at the NEC, organised by David Scott. That's at the Sawyer Models stand, is where it's been organised. 1 p.m. both days. 11 a.m. on the Saturday, you can catch me and Laurie's Mechanical Marvels in the YouTuber panel event. I honestly don't know who the third person is.
There may not end up being one.
There may
but to
not be
fair,
one, but although Phil Parker did say he had something in the pipeline, so I honestly don't know who the third person is.
It's just gonna
But
be
you'll
you
be
next to a
able
mirror.
to pose questions to us as YouTubers, ask us many things. Phil Parker will be the moderator.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. And there's also Buggle Skelly Station and Peachy TT120 on the Sunday at 11 a.m. as
Both
well.
of which do go along and ask them questions. Preferably not the one about where babies come from.
No. And also a huge thank you to Xantec, who has been our smaller YouTuber guest here on the show. Xantec has been a massive supporter of the channel. He's been absolutely invaluable, and I can't thank him enough for the care and support that he's shown, especially over the last few weeks.
Absolutely.
So it's only right to invite him on to the show. We do like to support so many people. A lot of YouTubers, not all, but a lot of YouTubers do have a little bit of a habit of perhaps seeming to pull the ladder up after themselves. And that's not what we're about here. So we've always
Especially
been
not in this
about
community.
dispelling this ivory tower nature. We like to bring everybody along for the ride. So we've got Xantec here. Don't forget to check out their channel. Quite a mix of different videos you'll find on there. And actually giving you're on the verge of getting 10% of your entire channel subscribers over the course of tonight. Like,
Excellent.
It's gone up 15. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you deserve it, man.
My channel is a mix of model railways, model boats, Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator 2 live streams.
Xantec's great,
Well,
apart from a
well,
Stoke City supporter. Vale forever.
Jen has no idea what she just said.
I hear I hear football's
Girthy,
popular.
I support my legs because my legs support me.
But before
Right.
we go, I'd just like to say a big thank you to TMC for sponsoring tonight's show, and we're
We'll
going to
be
have a quick
right
message.
back after these messages. We're proud to be sponsored by The Model Centre, your ultimate destination for great models and the home of model customization for enthusiasts around the world. Starting your first layout? Perhaps you're perfecting a lifelong build with passion. You'll find everything you need in one shop, from brand new locomotives and rolling stock at market-leading prices to an amazing selection of pre-owned model listings, uploaded live every day on the website at 5 p.m. Seeking more realism? TMC's talented workshop team offers professional weathering and realistic detailing. Explore top brands, expert advice, and a community that shares your love of the hobby, in-store or online at themodelcentre.com.
So thank you so much to TMC for sponsoring the show and keeping the lights on.
Absolutely, we
Check
couldn't
out
do
their
this.
second-hand shop; it's brilliant.
New
And
models
weathering-
being released at 5 p.m. every single day. Check it out. There's always something fresh and new to find there. And also, huge thanks to all of our other sponsors who stood by us and supported us and made this channel possible. Coming up this week, we have an exclusive first look at the 4DD model from KR Models coming on Wednesday. So we're having a good close look at it. I've been sat on that for quite some time.
And strangely enough, it didn't get squashed.
And the thing was, they didn't
took
tell
the
me
words
they'd
right
started
off my mouth.
shipping. And the problem with that is, I was waiting until just before they started shipping to put the video out. And then I got word that they'd already started shipping. So That's going to come out on Wednesday. Friday's video will be the camera wagon footage. I've been talking about this. You've seen little snippets of it in some of the build videos. We thought this week we'd take a little bit of a break from the Weir Yard rebuild process. There's still at least 3 videos left to come out that are already filmed, but we thought we'd take a break. And just some nice relaxing onboard footage for Friday. Next week as well, we've got a few bits and pieces coming up for you. So we've got plenty of videos coming up.
Tonight on JK2 we've already put out a lovely look at some steam action from steam locomotives and
in the 1970s.
In the 1970s.
So this is never before publicly seen cine footage, which covers early days of Beamish Museum, as well as far as we can tell, I think it's either Gateshead TMD or it could be Darlington. I'm not quite sure where a lot of the steam locomotive action comes from. But it does appear to show the preserved J21 in the 1970s running at Beamish, amongst other things. And there's also some interesting footage of Sunderland, Washington, and probably somewhere like South Shields in the 1970s. Really great historic footage.
Yes.
But also tonight we've got Game Hammer Classic Gaming all request Monday.
It's normally all request Monday, but tonight, while we were in Wales, I seem to have managed to trip into a branch of CEX and buy everything. So I've got a few games I need to test out.
Yeah, we spent some time in Swansea. We filmed at the Marina and Swansea Maritime Museum, amongst other places. But we found time to hit up a couple of retro gaming shops, and she's got one heck of a haul. So actually, tonight, she's going to be showing you what her pickups are and playing some of those amazing games.
Including some PS3 games, which I'm able to play thanks to Xantec.
Oh yes, because Xantec donated to Game Hammer Classic Gaming a PlayStation 3.
That had been sat in the back of a cupboard, God knows how long.
And it still works. Sony over-engineered everything.
Ben Tullett. Yes, Beamish Museum's railway used to go all the way down to the colliery before the tramway cut it off.
Yes, it did.
I have to say, I'm very surprised in a way that they didn't, find a way to either run trains on the same track, or at the very least have an at-grade crossing, so that the trams and the trains could pass each other, so to speak. It just seems a great shame that they separated.
I missed something there. Something about somebody popped up saying, Mike Lane TT. Good night, guys. Have a good one.
Absolutely. So,
Be safe,
guys,
Mike Lane.
you guys take great care of yourself. I know that it is a school night for Xantec. You haven't booked tomorrow off work, so you've got to be up for work for 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, my alarm will go off at 5 o'clock in the morning as normal.
So we're gonna leave the video with the Gronk It Up song.
Are we?
And that's
Yes,
what we always talk about doing.
Yeah. How am I doing that tonight?
I don't know.
Nothing works, Jen.
I would have thought we'd have it. Okay, so we're not ending on the Gronk It Up song. You'll have to hum along. Anyway, look, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.
It would be an idea. Here's an idea for you. You know when you have all your patrons come up right at the end? Have it rolling credits to the Gronk It Up song.
We would love to, but I haven't had a minute to do it, and I need to do a pre-render so that we can just play it the same way we do the intro and the sponsors.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We've been away, so I haven't done it yet. That's just how it is. We'll get there, though.
2 hours, 7 minutes of absolutely fantastic footage. And kinky track.
Kinky track.
And a derailment.
Well, it's not a proper night without a derailment. The train now departing is the 2107 service to Budsfording, stopping at Grove Street Yard, Mineth Tatis, Tatis Newith, Eindhoven, Pittsburgh somehow. All change at 3 cocks for Lord Hereford's knob. Packham on the back, Boxton on file, Hoggleton on the hill, that unnamed layout that Jenny said had a name and it turned out it doesn't have a name, Bolton Trinity Road, Weir Yard, because we got lost and decided to double back, and then on to Budsvaarding. That's the 2107 to Budsvaarding. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today,
There's actually
you'll
a
never
website that you
believe
can
your
go
eyes.
to
For
that will
every
do
train there ever was has gotta die.
voice,
Together because
text to voice.
today what Jenny does. The Monday Club. Good night. There is a text to voice thing, yes, but we never do it.
What I was thinking is, if you can do it, if you can find the right voice, run it through a couple of times to get the echo.
Richard Knowles asks, can we have a request stop? Bell End View.
Oh no.
We leave that for other channels.
Right, I've got to get ready for my show.
Absolutely. So look, you go and get ready. Give us a shout when I need to hand over the con. Right.
Yep.
I'm going to move some of this stuff out the way so that things don't get knocked and broken.
Play.
So if you hold on,
It's like you fall backwards. I feel.
I held one once, didn't get much else done that day.
yeah. So give me a
Thank you, Jenny, for inviting me up here. It was absolutely.
Thank
it was
you
a
for
riot.
coming. It's always a riot, and you always get good feed as well. Like for anybody who you get an invite to come on the Monday Club, you also get a good feed as well. We've never not fed people.
What is it? Oh, that. I do like that 117. Is that an old Weaver one or is that an old Homey one?
It's Backman.
Oh, okay, because I used to have an old. I think mine was a possibly Homey or Weaver. Something like that.
I'm sure they did. It was a 110 rather than a 117.
I think mine was white with white coated with the blue stripe.
Oh, the GMPTE livery. I think that would be.
It was a three coacher.
There is a knob end actually here in Bolton. If we're looking for rude place names, Knob End in Bolton is famous because that's where the confluence of the three arms of the Manchester, Bolton and Bury Canal come together at Knob End.
I know there is actually a place I think it's in Orkney and in Shetland called Twat.
Oh yes, and there's also Wet Wang. There's Ram's Bottom and Rottenstall near here.
There's a lower Bell End somewhere as well.
Well, there's also Land of Nod, Land of Green Ginger. They're both in the East Ridings of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And I always chuckle at Pratt's Bottom. I think when you head into London on the A2, there's a sign that says Pratt's Bottom, and I can't help but giggle when I go past. How are you doing? Okay, you start up and I'll send people over. So I've just had word that Gamehammer Classic Gaming is ready to send people over there. So just got time to... Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah. Everyone is sniggering there. Absolutely. There's also, can I just say, there's a place in Germany called Wank, and it really does. They're going live now, but yeah, they really do lean into it for tourism. So you can get T-shirts that say "I love Wank." And on that note, you guys take great care of yourself. I'm going to be handing you off to Gamehammer Classic Gaming. Just follow the prompt when it comes up. Until next time, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.